Be a good listener. Shut up and listen. That's right. One of the most important ways to become better at communicating and gain influence is by being a good listener. Why? Everyone likes to talk about themselves, and when you allow them to share things they love or enjoy talking about, they'll associate those good feelings with you. Most people don't know this, but listening is actually the winning formula for influencing people. And it sounds easy, right? Well, it isn't. Being a good listener takes just as much skill as it takes to become a good speaker. I'm going to give you a few tips to become a great listener, and this can change your life, so pay attention. We'll start with the most obvious. Don't interrupt. Being interrupted is frustrating for the other person, as it gives the impression that you think you're more important, or that you don't have time for what they have to say. If you're naturally a quicker thinker or speaker, force yourself to slow down so that the other person can express themselves. Remember, a pause or a few seconds of silence doesn't mean that you have to jump in. Letting the other person speak will make it easier for you to understand their message as well. Secondly, listening to nonverbal cues, facial expressions, tone of voice, and gestures can tell you just as much as what is being said in words. Pay attention to what the other person is saying with their body language. Next, listen without judging or jumping to conclusions. If you start reacting emotionally to what's being said, then it can get in the way of listening to what is said next. Try to focus on listening. Equally, don't try to predict what the other person is going to say, and don't plan a response, because you can't listen and prepare at the same time. Lastly, don't impose your opinions or solutions. We all have an ego, and most people prefer to come to their own solutions. It's better to ask questions or give suggestions than to bluntly tell someone what to do. Obviously, there is more to the art of listening, like your body language, making eye contact, and nodding your head to encourage the other person to keep talking. But with the tips I just gave, you can drastically improve your communication skills and influence.